my dear friends. We once again welcome you to this evening's program. While talking about the training program, we must analyze every segment of it, each of which is a distinct entity by itself. But the absence of any one would render the training incomplete. The whole training can be broadly divided into 5 stages. Firstly, the IIT phase, which is predominantly academic in nature. Secondly, the technical training phase at the Technical Training Institute at Bangalore. Thirdly, the familiarization training at our respective divisions of posting, followed by the basic management program, which we have just completed in this college. And lastly, the options, which could be looked into to effect changes, which would go a long way in making this course more meaningful. Sandwiched between the 2 semesters of the IIT, we had a technical training phase. This came as a refreshing change after 4 months of hard work. It adequately catered to the requirement of providing an exposure to actual shop floor experience. It also played its own part in imparting technical skill to the trainees. At the end of the IIT phase, we had a familiarization training in our respective divisions of posting, giving us our first insight into the working of an organization. At no other point in our career would we get such an opportunity to observe the working of an organization by way of an unbiased bird's eye view. To study the various departments in an organization, one requires a lot of patience and dogged determination. The duration of this course would be
respected chief guest of the evening's function, Principal Staff College, distinguished guests, invitees, members of the faculty, and my dear friends. Today, as I stand before you and take a look at myself, I see a new form of my own self. I can also see behind me a tottering shape of what I was 3 months ago. Thinking about what the basic management program at Staff College has done to me, I stand back and admire my new and most prized acquisition. That is to say, confidence. This about sums up what the basic management program stands for. The most admirable aspect of the basic management program is the flawless care and tremendous effort that has gone into structuring the entire course. When I look at the course as a whole, I find that a great deal of attention has been devoted to identifying the areas in which the technical management trainees need to be educated on after a very rigorous and highly technical session at IIT Madras. Subjects that I am very happy to have been enlightened on are the hitherto unfamiliar fields of finance and behavioral sciences. I can now proudly state that I have the requisite knowledge of finance that a practicing manager ought to have. And about behavioral sciences, I have this much to say, that I have already started experiments and learning in this vast live laboratory that we have around us. Another point that comes to my mind is that we are now aware of the style of functioning and most of what goes on in the corporate world. The subjects on production management and general management, though not new to most of us, exposed us to a whole range of new concepts. The various business games that we have played in the classrooms and with the computer was an exposure of a different kind altogether. Last of all, the project work that we undertook in various divisions of the organization made complete the application of all that we had learnt in the academic sessions of the course. At the end of all this, when we take a look at ourselves, we find that we are now fully prepared to meet the challenges of factory life and virtually anything that we are likely to encounter in our career. For all this, we should extend a wholehearted thanks to the Principal Staff College and his team of devoted members of the faculty in making this course meaningful and practical. I would also like to thank the entire staff of this institution for having extended their cooperation in making our stay in this institution a comfortable one. I wish to conclude by saying that all what I have said are not my personal views, but the collective impressions of the entire batch of management trainees technically. Thank you.
Distinguished invitee. On behalf of the 21st batch of management trainees, I have great pleasure in announcing the institution of a trophy for the subsequent batches. This trophy will be awarded to the best all-round performance by the trainees. Principal Staff College, in consultation with his faculty, could decide on the criteria for this. May I request Shri Jaikar, our course director, to receive the trophy on our behalf, and may I request Amit Mishra to present.